from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Warm today, which is what we've been waiting for, and all that warm air can stir up storms. That's what we're dealing with now as storms make their way through North Dakota and eventually into Minnesota. Parts of the area are under a severe thunderstorm watch, with rain already started for some. The video you've been watching is from storm chaser Eric Whitehill. He's on the road for us, tracking conditions west of Jamestown. In Fargo-Moorhead, still windy, and it's expected to get stronger this evening. Meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli has more on the storms headed our way. He joins us now with your no-wait weather. Justin?
And thank you, Andrea. Good evening, everybody. We have the severe thunderstorm watch in effect through 10 p.m. from Devil's Lake points off to the south and Jamestown points off to the west. We are tracking some strong thunderstorms right now, especially across portions of the Devil's Lake Basin between Candu and Devil's Lake, with strong storm in that direction. And into the Maddock area, heavy rain and possibly penny to nickel sized hail. That is still below severe limits, but these storms could intensify over the next half hour or so. Otherwise, the bulk of the activity in terms of strong storms still off to our west. We do have a strong storm approaching Stutsman County. We will definitely keep our eye on going through the evening. So the best chance of seeing some storms into the Fargo area this evening between, say, 8 and 11 o'clock at night. Temperatures falling back through the 60s. And it will be windy until then. We'll tell you everything else you need to know about the severe weather chance this evening. That's coming up later in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Justin. As mentioned, storm is headed east, making its way through North Dakota into Minnesota, and with it, thunderstorms. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly has been talking with authorities today about the dry, windy conditions. She joins us live now with more. Katie?
Andrea, like you said, I have been talking with officials, and while we're not seeing any rain right now, we are seeing plenty of wind. I'm out here in West Fargo, and these winds are definitely picking up. You can see from my hair blowing, as well as a flag behind me billowing in the wind, that winds are strong out here in West Fargo, but we are remaining dry for now. But that dryness that we have been seeing, along with these strong winds, present a risk in itself. Officials say there is a fire risk in many regions of North Dakota and Minnesota. Also, don't let the coming rain fool you into letting your guard down. The rain we'll be seeing won't be able to completely eliminate that fire risk for a bit while everything becomes saturated. In fact, these winds, along with the drier weather that we've been seeing, officials say it's a bad combination. Also, if we do see any lightning in our area, they say that that's a risk for potentially starting fires.
We've had concerns with lightning strikes. In the past, we've had lightning strikes in structures and in dry vegetation, of course, and that does start fires. A fire can travel so fast with the wind right now, and as the wind picks up, it's supposed to gust up to 35 miles an hour. That can carry embers and sparks a long ways.
With the coming weather, just make sure that you're also aware of the other risks that come along with it. For now, reporting live in West Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks, Katie. We'll be continuing live coverage of the weather throughout the night, so stick with us here on Valley News Live for the latest updates. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. As severe weather season approaches, it's important to know where to go to seek shelter. Grand Forks Emergency Management has changed the location for its storm shelter. Officials say the new shelter is the Sharon Lutheran Church. The shelter will be opened when sirens are sounded. Emergency crews responded to a crash in the Northern Valley just before 4 this afternoon. A Grand Forks County deputy tells us that a driver lost control of the vehicle, went over a bridge, and landed upside down in the Turtle River. Both the driver and their passenger were taken to All True Hospital. Their conditions have not yet been released. The Fargo Police Department is asking for your help identifying the two people on your screen. The person in photo number 111 is wanted in connection with a stolen vehicle and a credit card case. The person in photo number 110 is wanted in connection with a garage burglary case. If you have any information on either of these people, you can call police. A Fargo man is facing house arrest after pleading guilty to one count of criminal vehicular injury. Police arrested Thomas Allen Navarro in September 2018 after a three-vehicle crash near 8th Avenue South and University Drive. At the time, police believed Navarro was under the influence of alcohol. Witnesses also reported that Navarro was driving very fast. One victim was treated for a broken hip, while another was treated for a broken collarbone. A Moorhead man is now facing a charge of gross sexual imposition, a felony, after his alleged involvement in a sexual assault case in July of 2018. Court documents state on July 22nd of last year, Brent Flatham Reimers met up with a woman at O'Kelly's in Fargo. The victim says she remembered drinking wine and shots at the bar and then waking up to find Flatham Reimers on top of her. Witnesses say the woman was so intoxicated, she also allegedly had to be carried to the room by Flatham Reimers and a bartender. Flatham Reimers' DNA matched DNA that was found on the victim after a rape kit was completed. Flatham Reimers is set to make his first court appearance on May 31st. Today has been a day to honor the service and sacrifice of fallen officers. And for the 24th year, the Fargo Police Department and the Fraternal Order of Police held their Law Enforcement Memorial Day ceremony at Lindenwood Park. They gathered at the American Legion Memorial Fountain there, remembering and honoring the families who are still grieving the loss of a loved one. Last year, 163 law enforcement officers died in the line of duty. So in their memory, 163 U.S. flags will stand in a field of flags to honor the brave men and women who gave their lives while on the job.
We honor especially your families who say goodbye each and every day, and your families who know that there is no relief quite like the sound of that door opening at the end of another tour of duty.
Memorial services were held nationwide today. There's no shortage of construction complaints as we switch gear to warmer weather. But Horace neighbors say there is a shortage of good routes into Fargo and West Fargo. We're hearing about hundreds of cars driving through Horace neighborhoods instead of taking designated detours, running over people's lawns. Horace neighbors also say there's so much construction heading into town, they feel boxed in and travel times are much higher.
It would have been nice had the three cities gotten together and decided when they were going to do these projects instead of all doing them at once.
Neighbors say since the detours started on Monday, law enforcement have been ticketing drivers who are speeding and cutting across property, saying it has helped cut down on the traffic some. Later on Valley News Live at 6, the Fargo man is ready to cross off another goal on his list this weekend when he accomplishes something that perhaps seemed unlikely a year ago.
And the strongest storms right now into the Devil's Lake Basin. We'll tell you what you need to know as they move off to the east this evening. That's coming up next.